Michael Penix Jr. is drafted before Caleb Williams. So, Michael Penix Jr., I am more than willing to bet, as long as he can stay healthy, he will be the better quarterback in the NFL than Caleb Williams. Let me tell you why. Michael Penix has been through so much adversity. He's been through so many injuries, and that's what really lowers his stock. That's why he won't be drafted over Caleb Williams. Now, Penix has been a dog. He's been one of the best, if not the best, quarterback in college football this year. And that game versus Texas was wild. Now, if he puts up a similar performance like that versus Michigan, the conversation is going to be there. But what is going to drive NFL teams away is the injury history. The amount of ACL tears, the amount of season-ending injuries is going to scare some NFL teams. And he's an awesome player. I love everything about him. And if he didn't have this injury history, I fully believe Michael Penix would be right there, if not above Caleb Williams. So if Penix can't stay healthy, I think Penix will have the better career. Let's talk about Caleb for a minute. Caleb Williams, I don't know if Caleb Williams can be successful in the NFL long term. Let me tell you why. It really kind of depends on where he gets drafted to and who coaches him up. If Caleb Williams is not put on a short leash, if he is not controlled, if a coach is going to just say, hey, go out there, do your thing, we'll fix it up after, that kind of stuff. No, you need a coach to keep him in check. You need a coach to keep him in line. We're really interested to see how he does in the combine. Probably he's going to test out well. Interested to see how he's going to do in interviews and such like that. But, first of all, stop saying he's generational, because he is not. Caleb Williams is nowhere near generational. I don't see it at all. I don't see a fraction of generational talent here. No, he's smart, and he reads the field well. He's accurate for the most part. His downfield passing is not very good. I think he really struggles with ball placement with deep passes. And it feels like when he's playing a lesser talent, when he's playing a school that's not as great, he kind of lets off the gas. He kind of doesn't go into that game. I'm not going to say he doesn't practice hard, but he doesn't really look at it as the most challenging thing, and it kind of lowers his play, if that makes sense. If you guys know what I'm trying to get at, we've seen it versus Colorado. They thought they won, and it seemed like Caleb Williams started just tossing it up and throwing some stuff and just chucking some stuff and saying, hey, we won. But Colorado got it back into it. Obviously, they didn't win it, but there's a few times where Caleb Williams just starts chucking the ball deep too much, and he just starts, and I think he plays superhero a little too much. One thing I will say he's gotten better at this year versus the year prior, I think he got much better with avoiding contact. He still looks for it, but he's gotten better with that. I'm not as high on Caleb Williams as a lot of people are, man. I don't see anything. He is a good player. He has a lot of really great attributes, but there's also a lot of things coming up that, I've heard from somewhere that he's, not that he's hard to coach, but his character is a question. Now, I've been told they don't know where I've been told by a lot of people that they don't see that. But then I've been told by other people that he does have leadership issues. So, take what you want from it. But if Michael Penix Jr. can stay healthy, he would be the better quarterback long term. I honestly think Michael Penix can go anywhere and play great football. Caleb Williams, I don't think so. Michael Penix plays so well, under pressure, maneuvering the pocket. He's accurate. He has a cannon. He can move. He's athletic, just as Caleb Williams is as well. Caleb Williams is athletic as well. But the chances of Michael Penix Jr. being drafted before Caleb Williams, I'm going to go piping hot. You have the Bears at 1. Someone may trade up there. The Bears may trade that away. I don't think they're, a team isn't going to trade up to draft Michael Penix. They're going to trade up to draft Caleb Williams or Drake Maye. Don't get me wrong. Caleb Williams is a great prospect, and he has a lot of great tools to his game. But I think he struggles a little bit on the mental side of the game with QB. We'll see. I think he needs the right coaching staff to level him down. I think he needs the right coaching staff to keep him in line. And his deep ball is not great. It's good, but his ball placement is not that impressive. So Michael Penix Jr. being drafted before Caleb Williams, I'm going to go piping hot. Now, it is a draft. We've seen crazy things happen. Dan Jones being taken at 6. No one expected that. Everyone thought the Giants were crazy. Now, it's for a moment there, it didn't look like it was going to be as bad. It's not as bad as it seemed at first. But if you look at the other quarterbacks in that draft class, was he really the worst option? No. But Michael Penix Jr. being drafted before Caleb Williams is, I think Michael Penix is the better quarterback. And to be honest with you, I think he's going to be better in the NFL. But if he gets to healthy, and there's a lot of different factors. Caleb Williams' ceiling is undeniable. His ceiling is undeniable. Like, he's got the universe to grow. The universe is a limit for him. It's just, I think Caleb Williams has a bigger chance of going bust rather than boom. Caleb Williams is a boom or bust prospect in my eyes. Very, very low floor. Very high ceiling. Michael Penix, it depends. I think he's got a higher floor. I think he's got a higher ceiling. Not necessarily a higher ceiling than Caleb, but I just don't see him being drafted before Caleb. I don't. I could see Michael Penix being the third quarterback off the board. I can see that. But all right, guys, that's it for that one. I'm gonna go piping hot.